Imagine a sprawling fortress gleaming in the sunlight, its yellow sandstone walls reflecting a golden hue. This is the Amber Fort, a stunning testament to India's artistic heritage. Amer Fort or Amber Fort is a fort located in Amer, Rajasthan, India. Amer is a town with an area of 4 square kilometers or 1.5 square miles, located 11 kilometers or 6.8 miles from Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan. Amer Fort is known for its artistic style elements, with its large ramparts, series of gates, and cobbled paths. The fort overlooks Mauta Lake, which is the main source of water for the Amer Palace. Amer Palace is a great example of Rajput architecture. Some of its buildings and works also have the influence of Mughal architecture. The palace was the residence of the Rajput Maharajas and their families. At the entrance to the palace near the fort's Ganesh Gate, there is a temple dedicated to Sheela Devi, a goddess of the Chaitanya cult, which was given to Raja Man Singh when he defeated the Raja of Jessore, Bengal in 1604. Raja Man Singh had 12 queens, so he made 12 rooms, one for each queen. Each room had a staircase connected to the king's room, but the queens were not to go upstairs. Raja Jai Singh had only one queen, so he built one room equal to 3 old queens' rooms. The palace and Jaigarh Fort are considered one complex, as the two are connected by a subterranean passage. This passage was meant as an escape route in times of war to enable the royal family members and others in the Amer Fort to shift to the more redoubtable Jaigarh Fort. Amer, or Amber, derives its name from the Ambikeshwar temple built atop the Chilka Tila. Ambikeshwara is a local name for the god Shiva. However, local folklore suggests that the fort derives its name from Amba, the mother goddess Durga. Amber was a Meena state ruled by a Susawat clan. After Kakildeo defeated the Susawats, he made Amba the capital of Dundar after Ko. Kakildeo was a son of Dulerai. In early times, the state of Jaipur was known as Amber or Dundar and was controlled by Meena chiefs of 5 different tribes. They were under the suzerainty of the Bargajar Rajput Raja of Deoti. Later, a Kachwaha prince, Dulharai, destroyed the sovereignty of Meenas and also defeated Bargajars of Deoli and took Dundar fully under Kachwaha rule. The Amber Fort was originally built by Raja Man Singh. Jai Singh I expanded it in the early 1600s. Improvements and additions were made by successive rulers over the next 150 years. The palace is divided into 6 separate but main sections, each with its own entry gate and courtyard. The main entry is through the Suraj Pole, Sun Gate, which leads to the first main courtyard. This was the place where armies would hold victory parades with their war bounty on their return from battles, which were also witnessed by the royal family's womenfolk through the latticed windows. It faced east towards the rising sun, hence the name. Royal cavalcades and dignitaries entered the palace through this gate. An impressive stairway from Jalebi Chowk leads into the main palace grounds. Here, at the entrance to the right of the stairway steps, is the Sheela Devi temple, where the Rajput Maharajas worshipped, starting with Maharaja Mansingh in the 16th century until the 1980s, when the animal sacrifice ritual, sacrifice of a buffalo, practiced by the royalty was stopped. This cultural amalgamation didn't just stop at architecture, it seeped into the daily lives of the people, influencing their art, music, and cuisine, and creating a unique blend of traditions and customs that we see in Rajasthan today. The second courtyard, up the main stairway of the first-level courtyard, houses the Diwani-Am, or the public audience hall. Built with a double row of columns, the Diwani-Am is a raised platform with 27 colonnades, each of which is mounted with an elephant-shaped capital, with galleries above it. As the name suggests, the Raja, king, held an audience here to hear and receive petitions from the public. The third courtyard is where the private quarters of the Maharaja, his family and attendants were located. This courtyard is entered through the Ganesh Pole or Ganesh Gate, which is embellished with mosaics and sculptures. The courtyard has 2 buildings, one opposite to the other, separated by a garden laid in the fashion of the Mughal gardens. The building to the left of the entrance gate is called the Jai Mandir, which is exquisitely embellished with glass-inlaid panels and multi-mirrored ceilings. The mirrors are of convex shape and designed with colored foil and paint which would glitter bright under candlelight at the time it was in use. Also known as Sheesh Mahal, Mirror Palace, the mirror mosaics and colored glasses were a glittering jewel box in flickering candlelight. The garden, located between the Jai Mandir on the east and the Sukh Niwas on the west, both built on high platforms in the third courtyard, was built by Mirza Raja Jai Singh, 1623-68. It is patterned on the lines of the Chahar Bagh or Mughal garden. It is in a sunken bed shaped in a hexagonal design. It is laid out with narrow channels lined with marble around a star-shaped pool with a fountain at the center. Water for the garden flows in cascades through channels from the Sukh Niwas and also from the cascade channels called the Chini Khana niches that originate on the terrace of the Jai Mandir. The Amber Fort is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to its historical significance and architectural brilliance. Its unique blend of Hindu and Mughal architecture is a sight to behold, making it a must-visit destination for tourists and history enthusiasts alike. The Lion Gate of the Amber Fort, the premier gate, was once guarded. It leads to the private quarters in the palace premises and is titled Lion Gate to suggest strength. Built during the reign of Sawai Jai Singh, 1699-1743 AD, it is covered with frescoes. Its alignment is zigzag, probably made so from security considerations to attack intruders. The fourth courtyard is where the Zanana, royal family women including concubines or mistresses, lived. This courtyard has many living rooms where the queens resided and who were visited by the king at his choice without being found out as to which queen he was visiting, as all the rooms open into a common corridor. South of this courtyard lies the palace of Man Singh Was, which is the oldest part of the palace fort. 5. The palace took 25 years to build and was completed in 1599 during the reign of Raja Man Singh, 1589-1614. It is the main palace. In the central courtyard of the palace is the pillared baradari or pavilion. Frescoes and colored tiles decorate the rooms on the ground and upper floors. This pavilion, which used to be curtained for privacy, was used as the meeting venue by the Maharanis, queens of the royal family. All sides of this pavilion are connected to several small rooms with open balconies. The exit from this palace leads to the town of Amer, a heritage town with many temples, palatial houses, and mosques. The Amber Fort, thus, continues to narrate the tales of a bygone era, standing as a beacon of India's rich heritage, culture, and architectural prowess.